So what is SEO and why do you need it? You might be asking yourself that. You might be wondering, is SEO even a real thing, or is it just kind of a scam that marketers use to get more money out of me? So I'm going to be talking about that today, and I am pulling from a guide that I put together. It's for free. It's on my website. It's called SEO Simplified. And I put this together because in 2019, when I started my business, and I'm a web designer, I remember feeling so overwhelmed by what seemed to be this buzzword term, SEO. I started out coding websites. I would open up Notepad, I'd script out a website in HTML and CSS, and then I'd upload those files to the internet. That is really what gave me a better framework to understand SEO. And I think that that's why when I started digging into what SEO is, it seemed so simple, because to me, the more I dove into understanding it, the more I realized, a good bit of SEO is building a structurally sound website that's understandable by computer. So when you're coding something, you're having to code it in the language of the computer, the language that a machine would understand. Now, though, that we don't have to code, the normal, typical person doesn't have to code a website. The thing about it is, all this stuff is happening on the back end. And if you're not using those tools with a little bit of knowledge on how certain aspects of, like, okay, what are the H1, H2, H3 heading tags? What does that mean, not just to me in how it looks on the website, but what does that communicate to a computer somewhere? And that is what I cover in SEO Simplified, is I'm giving you some basic tools to understand what is SEO, why do you need it, and I give you 5 very easy, non-technical tips. Even though that sounded technical with the mention of code, if you know what you're doing on the front end, the back end will take care of itself. And these tips that I'm giving you in this guide are actually some of the ways that I use to optimize my own clients' websites. So let's dive in. First of all, what is SEO? SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. Now, most people are going to think Google, but really this is across the board. There's so many different search engines. Social media platforms are now considered search engines. So search engine optimization is optimizing your content, whatever it is, images, text, videos, so that a computer will understand what it's about and be able to match it with the actual searches that people are doing in whatever search engine they're using, whether that's Google, Bing, Yahoo, or a social media platform. So the important thing here is that your content matches what people are searching for, because when it matches, that's when you start getting traction and visibility in those search engine results. Now, there are different types of SEO. There's on-page SEO, off-page SEO, technical SEO, and local SEO. I'm not going to get too specific on each of those categories right now. I just wanted to mention them just so you know that there are simple things that you can do to optimize your own website. And then there's probably going to be the more advanced things that you're going to realize, like, hey, I don't even want to touch that. I want to hire out for that. So part of my goal here is to help you see, okay, what can you do and what do you need to hire out for? Now let's talk about why you need SEO. So SEO is the way that you optimize your website to get found on Google organically. This is without paid ads. So if your website can bring in traffic and potential customers like 24/7 without extra ad spend, then if you don't have an SEO strategy in place, really, you're just leaving money on the table. When you can optimize your website and you're not constantly having to get your website's visibility through paid ads, but you can actually get it through organic search result traffic, it's going to save you money. SEO is not just about getting all these people to your website. It's about matching you with people who are actually interested in what you have to offer, in the product or service that you're selling. And so instead of just showing up in a lot of different search results, you're going to show up in search results for people who are actively looking for what you have to offer. If you want more information on SEO and to get a better understanding maybe of some things that you can do on your own before you start paying for search engine optimization, or if you just want to understand it better so that you actually know what you're paying for when you do hire someone, download my free guide. It's called SEO Simplified. And again, you can get it on my website, and the link is in the comments. And I hope this has been helpful to you today. I really want small business owners to understand that SEO is not something that has to be overwhelming. It does not have to be this marketing black hole where you just spend a lot of money and you don't really see any results, but somebody keeps telling you, oh, you need to put money towards this, but you're just not seeing results. And I also want you to know that it is possible for small businesses to show up in top search engine rankings. I've done it for my clients. I've gotten my clients in top 5, top 10 positions on Google to compete with large brands. And if you're looking for someone to help you optimize your website so that you can better compete online, I'm here for you. Reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you. All right. Have a great one.